We're going to come for having number 2. This is my final video before I go to work. Let's hope it's not a blooper. Okay, so this video is about adaptation. Okay, let me make sure you understand what I said. Adaptation. Okay, adaptation is the ability to change course and adapt to the present danger as it approaches. Chameleons are giant lizards. Excuse me, that was a good one. Chameleons are giant lizards that if one was standing up against this wall, you would never see it because it would adapt to the color of the wall. Now, what you don't know is praying mantis also have this power to change colors as well. That is their natural defense. It is camouflage. Alright? Now, other lizards have the adaptation to regrow limbs when they lose a certain amount of portion. Like if their tail snaps off, some lizards can grow their shit back. Humans, not so much. When we lose one of these things, they're done. Now, eventually there probably will be some surgery where we can replace dead people's body parts onto us. I'm pretty sure that somebody somewhere is probably trying to do that right now, which is not unlikely. It's right now it's highly impossible or highly infeasible. It's also probably medically not advisable at the moment because the person who died would probably have to be fresh. I don't really know if that would really work because they generally freeze dead people in morgues. Not like deep freeze, but they keep them cool or whatever until they're buried. So, adaptation. Adaptation is simply being able to go to the next level no matter what the situation is. So for this purpose of this video, adaptation is about fighting. Alright? So if you're fighting someone and they know just a little bit more kung fu or karate than you do, you need to be able to adapt to catch up, keep up, and destroy your opponent. Which henceforth, the chameleon could blend into the wall, the praying mantis can blend into the wall. And if they can't see each other, they come to a draw. Although I'm pretty sure the chameleon would probably eat the praying mantis because they eat insects. And I think they do it for a living. But anyway, when you are in a fight, your ability to adapt is everything. You need to be able to adapt on the fly. So if someone swings by and you miss, or they swing here and they miss, you need to be able to adapt. You can push them out the way. You can elbow them. You can back fist them. You can elbow in the back of the spine, you can knee them. You have to be able to adapt because in a fight, the most important skill you will ever have is not how tough you are and not how strong you are. It's how quickly you can adapt and recover. I said that in that order because if you can adapt, you can recover. The faster you can do both, the more successful you will probably be at fighting. Why do I think those are the most important things in a fight? It's kind of like strength versus toughness, right? I'm a small guy. I don't have a lot of upper body strength. And I have beaten many people bigger than me because of my ability to adapt, adjust, and recover quickly, right? I also don't have more than like 130 pounds of muscle to be moving around, I'm a small guy. I'm not big in any area in the physicality. I don't have the strength to do that. But I'm really good at adapting. Now, for taller and stronger people, you can adapt just as easy. It's just really depending on who you're fighting. Are you fighting someone taller than yourself? Or are you fighting someone smaller than yourself? Are you fighting someone extra small like me, pint size? Because if you're doing that, then you're fighting. Now the thing about adapting, you have to be able to know your situation. Strength versus toughness. I'm getting on that right now. So, lots of people that I have fought have been way stronger, but not tougher. Lots of people I fought don't have the energy to go more than one round with me because they have too much body weight. Days my last distracted me. The whole body mass index thing is a thing. If you are a big bodied person and you are not in physically fit condition, it's going to be harder for you to adapt. But if you're fighting someone who is smaller and faster, you're going to have to get your hands on them to stop them. Most people who have sparred with me who are bigger and small or bigger and stronger have a problem lasting endurance-wise because I'm smaller and I can move around a lot faster, and it takes them twice as much time as it takes me to block and punch versus them throwing a kick. I can block a kick and strike faster than they can block a kick and strike back at me. No. You have to be able to adapt, but your strength versus your toughness. I'm a strong believer if you can take a beating, you can give a beating. Okay? A lot of people do not support that, and I don't really blame them. I can't knock you for what you believe, but I can tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is really quite simple. A fighter's strength generally comes from here and here before it ever comes through here. Toughness is the same way. I took a lot of beatings as a child. Not in my street fights. I took a lot of beatings at home. My big sister toughened me up. She dragged me down steps with my ankle. She did a lot of stuff. And thanks to that, I know that I can take a punch. Thanks to that, I know I can take a hit or a beating longer than most people. And that helps you out. See, when you're tougher, you can bide your time better. When you're stronger, you may be a one-hitter quitter, and you may hit someone who does not go down. And you may throw them the best thing you got. You may have one mighty right, so you're tagging them, boom! And that mighty right might spin a person, and they may not go down. They may spin and get right back into a stance. Or, if you're blessed and they got a glass jaw, they're going to go to sleep. But what the scenario is telling you is, what if they don't? No. What if that was all you had? And now you are about to get beat down. Because the person that you fought knows that they can take a beating. And sometimes when you can take a beating, you can give way better than you took. So, you have to be able to adapt. But when you can't take a beating, and all you have is that one mighty hit, what happens if you miss? See, people don't think about the opposite of success, which is failure. They don't think about, and technically it's not even failure, it's more like a learning curve. They don't think about what will happen if I miss this guy. If I'm throwing everything I have and I miss this guy. Or what if I throw everything I have and this guy tips his forehead and breaks my hand? Or if this guy ducks and he hits me in the ribs or the liver or something that can bring me down. And I know that I can't take a lot of hits. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you can and can't do in a fight. You really do. So you have to be able to adapt. And for me, it's better to be tougher than stronger. A lot of people who are bigger than me are going to tell me, James, you're full of shit, you're full of shit. It's like, when was the last time you were hit so hard that you knew you were going to go down, but you stayed on your feet? Not too many people can say that. The last time I got hit in the face, I was trapped in a seatbelt in the car. It was unexpected and kind of expected at the same time. My cousin that stole the car, I drove the car. I told you guys the story before. The long and short is I was in a seatbelt and I couldn't get it done. I seen the guy skipping toward the car, slammed on the brakes. I didn't know this guy was going to hit me. And he skipped right up to me. Boom. Tagged me right in the face. And it hurt. It hurt like shit. And then he hit me again. But it didn't hurt to where it knocked me out. It hurt to the part where, oh, so that's what that feels like. And then when he did it again, it was like, oh, thanks for waking up the sleeping dragon. You're going to die now. So I went to get the seatbelt off, and I couldn't. And when I couldn't get the seatbelt off, that was a big fucking problem. And then when I could get the seatbelt off, the cops came. Now, a couple of days back, I put up a video about me fighting with my hands bound. This is part of the reason why. I had been training to fight with my hands bound way before that happened, so that if it ever happened, I'd be prepared for any and everything. Now, long story short is that, being strong is great, but being tougher has been my story. I found that it's much better to be tougher than it is to be stronger. You guys will find your niche when you get into a fight. You will find out if you're tough or if you're strong. You know, a strong person with a good grip can break you. But a strong person fighting a person who's tough as nails, and I'm not talking like brand new nails, I'm talking like 90-year-old rusty nails, that shit that's holding up your house right now, like a rivet, you know, you got a problem. And especially if they live for pain and they like fighting, like me. I'm James Williams, Comfort Having number 2. Be seeing you.